Before we begin, a precaution, as always. We read roots and stories. Facts of language are declared as facts of language, traditions as traditions, and our readings as our own. No one stands accused in this episode. We lay down thresholds and the scale tips on its own. Let us begin with the paradox hidden inside a single root. The shortest chapter of the Quran carries abundance. 3 verses. Inna a'tainaka al-Kawthar. Truly, we have given you al-Kawthar, the overflowing abundance. The root is spelled Kaf, Tha, Ra. It means the many, the plentiful. The early commentators read 2 things in this word, and both stand: a river of paradise, the one the community will drink from at the basin, or, as the saying attributed to Ibn Abbas has it, al-Khayrul Kathir, the abundant good, plain and simple. And yet, the very same root, a few chapters further on, carries the exact opposite evil. Alhaakum at-takāthur. Rivalry in accumulation has distracted you. Hatta zurtumul maqabir. Until you visit the graves. One single root for the gift and for the race to hoard. Hold on to this fact of language, for it is already a lesson. Counterfeit has no material of its own. It works the metal of the true. A second root, Ra, Ba, Wow, to grow, to swell, to rise. Its mother image is an image of rain. When water comes down upon the dead earth, says the chapter of the pilgrimage, ihtazzat wa rabat. It quivers and it swells. The rabwa is the hill, the risen ground. In this lexicon, true growth presupposes a descent. Nothing rises that has not first received. And on the same skeleton stands ribā, usury. The other growth, the one that swells without rain. The chapter of the cow states the law that settles the fate of both. يَمْحَقُ اللَّهُ الرِّبَا وَيُرْبِي الصَّدَقَاتِ. God effaces usury and makes almsgiving grow. Listen to the verb of effacement. It comes from the word al-muhaq, the moon waning until it disappears. The true reabsorbs what the false had borrowed from growth, and what was not borrowed dwindles like a dying moon down to nothing. A word from the sister languages in passing. Biblical Hebrew names usury with 2 words, tarbit, the increase, on the cognate root, and neshech, the bite. 2 sister tongues name usury by growth. One of them adds the tooth. We record the kinship of words. We build no doctrine upon it. What then is dead reserve worth? The text answers with a furnace scene in the chapter of repentance. Those who hoard gold and silver, يَكْنِزُونَ الذَّهَبَ وَالْفِضَّةَ, and do not let them pass in the way of God, will see that metal heated in fire, and their foreheads, their sides, and their backs branded with it. فَذُوقُوا مَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْنِزُونَ. So taste what you used to hoard. The punishment adds nothing. It returns. The worshipped standard brands its worshipper. The great divide in this lexicon does not set wealth against poverty, it sets the kenz, the reserve that withholds, against al-infaq, the spending that lets pass. And speculation belongs to the side of withholding. Our own languages confess it. To speculate, in Latin, is to watch from above, and the speculum is the mirror, a mere echo of language declared as such. The speculator watches the flow without entering it. He buys images of growth. Now, our first series had engraved the verse of the mirage in the chapter of light. There works like a sarab, a mirage on a plain, which the thirsty man takes for water, until he reaches it and finds nothing there, and finds God beside it, who settles his al-hisab, his account. Speculative value obeys exactly this optics: raw water until arrival, then the account. From this grammar flows a question that runs through our age. An accumulation cut off from the flow can only sustain itself by accelerating. The swelling that stops growing collapses, and this forward flight has a cost, levied somewhere on someone's lifetime. Later law narrowed the name of ribā down to the counted interest rate alone. The root, for its part, named the swelling without rain, an entire regime, not a clause in a contract. And there are contemporary Muslim economists who carry from within the critique of structures that replicate in substance what they exclude in form. We do not arbitrate, we lay down the thresholds, and the scale tips on its own. A story was needed to embody all of this, and the Quran placed it at the heart of the chapter Ṭā-Hā. Everything begins with a double haste. Musa climbs to the appointment ahead of his people. وَعَجِّلْتُ إِلَيْكَ رَبِّي لِتَرْضَى. I hasten to you, my Lord, that you might be pleased. His haste ascends. The people's haste, meanwhile, descends into metal. Listen to the name of the calf, al-Ajl. The lexicographers file it under the root of haste, Ain, Jim, Lam, the root of al-Ajal, precipitation, and of al-Ajala, the wheel. Some say the beast was named for its restless quickness. We receive this closeness as a warning inscribed in the language itself, without making it a proof. The warning is enough. 40 nights could not be endured. And this lower world bears in the book the name of that impatience, al-Ajila, the hasty one. The golden calf is haste solidified. The smelter's opportunity is an interregnum. The legitimate issuer is at the top of the mountain. The regent holds the place without minting, and in that silence of issuance, the Samiri issues. The people tell the story. We were made to carry burdens, أوزارا من زينة القوم, burdens of the people's ornaments, and we cast them off. The word is accounting before it is morals. Ornaments booked as loads, an asset reclassified as a liability. And the same root weaves 3 stations into one single chapter. The wazir, the minister, literally the bearer of the load, whom Musa had asked for. The awzar, the burdens of ornaments thrown into the fire. And the wizr, the load that whoever turns away will carry on the day of resurrection. The load assumed, the load borrowed, the load owed. 2 technical gestures then face each other, and they carry 2 worlds. To Musa, revelation comes as inscription. We wrote for him upon the tablets. The true is engraved. The Samiri, for his part, engraves nothing. He collects, he hits, he casts, and he brings forth jasadan lahu khuwar, a body of a calf that has a lowing. A coin is tested by its sound. We speak of ringing coin. The lowing is the sound that claims to certify the metal. And the next verse dismantles the audit in one sentence. Did they not see, Allah yarji'u ilayhim qawla, that it returned to them no word, and held for them neither harm nor benefit? No counterparty, no commitment, an issuance without an issuer. And remember the primordial covenant from our plate of the center. A God unable to return a word is a counterparty unable to answer the question, "Am I not your Lord?" One word governs the entire episode, and its first meaning is a goldsmith's gesture. God announces to Musa, "Inna qad fatanna qawmak." We have tried your people after you. And Harun had told the people, "Innama futintum bih." You are only being tried by it. The root is spelled fa, ta, nun. Now the early lexicographers give this root, before sedition and turmoil, a workshop meaning, fatana dhahab, to pass gold through fire, to assay its grade, to separate the pure from the alloy. Fitna, before it is the ordeal, is the smelter's assay. Measure what this does to the story. The Samiri thinks he is casting a god. Heaven, in the same fire, is assaying hearts. The counterfeiter's crucible becomes the crucible of the divine assay, and this thread of fire runs to the very end of the book. On the day of judgment, says the chapter of the scatterers, the day they shall be tried upon the fire. Taste your fitna. Judgment itself speaks the language of the assayer. Within this crucible, the regent plays a clerk's part. His mandate held in 3 words: "Ikhlufni fi qawmi wa aslih." Take my place among my people and keep in good order. To maintain, not to create. Elsewhere, Musa had defined his brother's function with a single verb, yusaddiquni, that he may certify me. The root of truthfulness, the very one that names almsgiving, the sadaqah. Every legitimate issuance in this story bears a second signature. The calf has no one to answer for it. Harun then does what a voice without enforcement can do. He names the fitna by its name and recalls the only underlying. Your Lord is the All-Merciful. The people's answer deserves weighing word by word. We shall not cease to be devoted to it, akifin, encamped around it, until Musa returns to us. It is the word of pious retreat, the posture of devotion, captured by the idol, encamped until the information returns. Upon the return, the audit seizes the regent first, and Harun pleads, "Innal qawma stad'afuni." The people deemed me weak and nearly killed me. To speed the community, or to let the fraud run until authority returns. We lay out the dilemma of the overwhelmed regent without judging him. The text exonerates him, and the scale tips on its own. The issuer remains, "What is your case, O Samiri?" His confession holds in 3 movements. First, the claim of asymmetry. Basurtu bima lam yabsuru bih. I saw what they did not see. Privileged information, put forward as a title of legitimacy. Then the handful. Abattu qabdatan min athari rasul. I seized a handful of the messenger's trace, and I cast it. Readings diverge here, and the divergence itself teaches. For the majority exegesis, it is dust from the angel's passage, a pinch of which animates the metal. The false confesses it needs 1 grain of the authentic to take hold. For a minority reading, that of the Mutazilite Abu Muslim al-Isfahani, the messenger is Musa himself, and the handful seized then discarded a portion of his teaching. In both cases, the counterfeit confesses its dependence. Finally, the inner spring, سَوَّلَتْ لِي نَفْسِي, thus my soul embellished it for me. This is the verb of the inner prospectus, the one the soul drafts for itself before the fraud, the exact verb of Yaqub before the blood-stained shirt of Yusuf. Your souls have embellished a matter for you. Wherever this verb appears, someone has first sold himself a story. The sentence then falls in 3 clauses of a chilling economic precision. First clause, La misas, no touching. He who manufactured a false medium of relation is withdrawn from all relation. In an economy of exchange, the capital penalty is not confiscation, it is delisting. Second clause, موعدا لن تخلفه, an appointment you shall not fail. Human deadlines break, the appointment from above holds. Third clause, liquidation. Look at your God, we shall burn it. لَنَنْسِفَنَّهُ فِي الْيَمِّ نَسْفًا. Then scatter it into the flood, a total scattering. Accumulation returns to the flow it had denied, but the book knows another fate for the same gold, and it is more terrible. أُشْرِبُوا فِي قُلُوبِهِمُ الْإِجْلَ. They were made to drink the calf into their hearts. The love of the calf, as the exegetes read in the ellipsis, the false drunk in, seeped into the organ of the center. 2 endings for every counterfeit. Either the true reabsorbs it and returns the metal to the river, or it seeps in and stagnates in the hearts. We must now climb from the story to the law, for the book reserves for the swelling a treatment it reserves for nothing else. In the chapter of the cow, O you who believe, fear God and give up what remains of usury. If you do not, فَأَذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. Then take notice of a war from God and His Messenger. Nowhere else does the Quran formally declare war on believers for a practice. Murder receives a penalty, theft receives a penalty, usury receives a declaration of war. This apparent disproportion is the very sign. This breach does not belong to the species of sins, it belongs to the species of wars. The swelling that captures other people's lifetime is already waging an aggression. Silent. The declaration from above begins nothing, it makes visible. What was not declared at the customs below stands declared from above, and the chosen verb adds its depth. It stands on the root, Hamza, Dhal, Nun, the root of the ear, Udhun, of permission, Idhn, and of the call to prayer, Adhan. The channel that carries the call 5 times a day carries, once only in the book, the announcement of a war. Some canonical readings even vocalize the verb differently, announce it, making the believers the heralds of their own formal notice. The end of the verse hands over 2 more keys. If you repent, رؤوس أموالكم, yours are the heads of your wealth. Capital in Quranic Arabic is called the head of the property, and Latin, with no kinship whatsoever, built capital upon caput, the head of counted cattle. 2 independent genealogies. one same gesture of language. Then the rule of the flow, in 5 words: لا تظلمون ولا تظلمون. You wrong not, and you are not wronged. And dhulm, say the classical definitions, is the thing set out of its place. Capital returned to its head sets everything back in its place. A second front outside the Quran uses the same construction. In the sacred narration reported by al-Bukhari, من عاد لي وليا فقد آذنته بالحرب. Whoever takes one of my allies as an enemy, I declare war upon him. 2 heavenly grounds for war: the friend of God attacked, and the weak squeezed by the swelling. Look finally at the order of the text, for the stitching of the page carries the whole argument. After the war comes respite. If your debtor is in hardship, then a delay until ease, and that you remit it as charity is better for you. Then a verse that tradition holds to be the last ever revealed of the book: fear a day on which you shall be returned to God. Then every soul shall be paid in full what it has earned. And immediately after opens the longest verse of the Quran, the verse of debt. When you contract a debt for a stated term, write it down. The scribe, the witnesses, the dictation, and within it that clause where the backbone of our whole series returns. Let him dictate upon whom rests al-Haq, the true, the due. Thus the shortest chapter of the book carries abundance, and its longest verse carries debt. The gift needs almost no ink. The claim demands all of writing. The economy of the real is an economy of inscription. The crucible has shown the failed assay. An entire community passed through the fire of its own haste. Yet there exists in the same book a whole chapter that keeps the manual of the assays passed, the one recited on Fridays. A silver coin sleeps there for 3 centuries without lying about time. 2 gardens await their reckoning. Another smelter pours a metal that protects instead of enslaving. And at the threshold of the cave a dog keeps watch, 4 paws stretched upon. Al-Wasid, the threshold. It does not low, it demands nothing. That door we shall cross in the second part. It remains to pass our own alloy through the fire. For the criterion we have just sharpened knows no author's exemption. وَلَا تَشْتَرُوا بِآيَاتِي ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا. Do not trade my signs for a small price. Now we trade in signs, precisely. Every plate we lay is a putting of verses into circulation, and at-takāthur stalks the builder as it stalks anyone else. Erudition upon erudition, a swelling of knowledge without the rain of works. The Samiri too had seized a handful of the messenger's trace. The question is never whether you hold something of the true, it is what you cast with it. We write, therefore, under the same formal notice as our listener, and the appointment set for the smelter is deferred for no one. Let the keeper of the customs begin by presenting himself at his own customs. This was Scanner le Sens, Scan the Meaning, The Economy of the Real, Part 1, The Smelter. In the next episode, the cave, the sleeping silver coin, and the currency of time. May God count us among those whom neither trade nor sale distracts from His remembrance.